do these two methods. I'm going to run through it quickly. Can you see this one is just exactly the creditor's ledger but without the details. So actually here they just want figures. Right. So my tip for you always is to go draw a T for the creditor's control, and you say to yourself minus plus, this is the CJ, this is the CPJ, and the CAJ. Just so that you remember that. Okay. Now, first thing I do is I write down the closing balances. Nee. So in other words, it's going to be that 22,620, and remember this is creditor's ledger, so it's going to be on the credit side, 22,620, and here it would just be a positive because this one just works with plus minus. Okay, then this one, the 37, is going to be on the debit side because it's in her books, and in her books I'm a debtor. You guys with me? Yes. So, the first one, the debit note, remember that 90 Rand? Ne? The trade discount of the 90 Rand. What did I do? Oh, it was wrong in my books. Ne? I overstated the 900, you remember? So I'm going to put the 90 on the credit side, which means it's a plus. Number one. If you don't write a sign, they assume it's a plus. Okay. The second one was the debit note 424, ne? That wasn't written into Elsie's books. So now we need to put it in Elsie's books on the credit side, you see, which means it's a minus. Instead of the sign minus, you can put brackets. Can I just say something? If in a test they ask you one of the two methods, but for you it's the other one is easier, then you do the other one. So if I give you this one but you prefer that one, then you just draw your two lines and you say debit, credit, debit, credit. If here they give it to you like this, you scratch out debit, credit, and you just write in the middle of the line plus and minus. Okay. So, next. Yes.
And I wanted to ask, why do you add a 90?
Because I over subtracted. Remember, that's the one that I explained here, where I said I subtracted, for instance, 7 Rand. So it looks like I owe 3 Rand. But I was supposed to subtract only 6 Rand. Ne? Okay, this is not related, it is different amounts. So, but I was supposed to only subtract 6 Rand, meaning I need to add back 1 Rand, because I actually still owe the guy 4 Rand. Okay, let's do what I did. Let's say I owe this guy 2,000 Rand. Okay. Now I subtracted from my account 900. So it looks like I owe him 1,001. But that 900 was very expensive shoes that I bought. And I actually got a 10% discount on them. So I don't owe the guy 900. I actually owe him 810. So what am I going to do to get my debt right? Can you see I subtracted 90 too much? That's why I need to add back 90, because I actually owe him 1,190. I subtracted 90 Rand that wasn't mine to subtract. It's like when okay, let's go away from this. Just come back to me. Look at me. if I say to you, you go, you buy shoes for 1,000 rand. Okay, let's say 900. You go buy shoes for 900. But there's a 10% discount. How much do you owe the shop? 900 less 10%. 810. Ne? I owe him 810. But now I get home and I see, oh, but the soles are worn off, meaning someone returned it. These shoes are second hand. I don't want second hand because I paid a lot. So now I return it. Do I return it at 900 or do I return it at 810? Why? Exactly. Now can you see what this guy did is he returned it at 900. You see? Does that make sense? Okay, and that's why he has to add back 90 because he subtracted 90 from his debt, which wasn't his to subtract. So, okay. Now, let's go on. So the third one, I actually owe more than what I said. Yeah. Because if I had previous debt and I subtract 900, I subtracted 90 rand. That wasn't mine to subtract.
So you just like took out a 90.
Okay, so the next one says invoice 1495. Remember, that was the invoice she put on my account, which isn't mine. So I cancelled it. You remember? What? Oh, now I'm writing the invoice number. It was what? 47. So in her books, she need to subtract it because I most definitely am not owing her that. Then there were goods to the value of 1280. Remember, it was this invoice, and we returned 1280, but she only recorded the invoice. So she still needs to record the allowance, the 1280. Can you see? 1280. And then the last one was the 600 Rand discount. Remember, we talked about the fact that it's not in here because I most probably paid her after the 25th. But she gave me a 600 Rand discount, which I did not show. And now you have to remember, now I'm working creditors. So it's 600 on this side, minus 600. This one for me is easier because I just remember CJ is a plus, CPJ and CAJ is a minus. And I always remember my rules. Overstated, opposite. Understated, same side. Wrong side, fix twice. Now you can re-listen to it. Okay. So now, let's go on. Is everybody with me? Then there is only the last thing that happened, and that is we paid her, and it's still not on the statement because we paid her on the 30th, and the statement ends on the 25th. So I paid her 8436 and discount 444. So she needs to subtract 8436 still and the discount 444. If I do this one, I'm going to end up on the 22110 and this one 22110. This one is a little bit more calculations because I've got two sides. So I first need to total both sides. So I'll do the difficult ones. Okay, can you do the easy ones quickly? What is this debit one?
9480.
Huh?
9480. Yes.
And if I say 20, no.
Is it?
I don't have to do this. Why didn't you tell me? She has to do this. Yes, now suddenly you know. Ah, okay, so this is just 600. Okay, see, I can't leave you with the difficult stuff. Okay, so here we go. Is everybody sharp? I made a mistake. I did it right here, but I did it wrong here. Okay.
Now you fixed it.
So now I say 22710 less 600 gives me 22110. If I add this, what do I get?
I don't even know.
Oh, I'm asking the total here.
The total there,
Hmm,
it's quite a good amount.
I know. Say again, baby. And if I subtract that, I'm also going to get 2210. Now, can you see that 22110 is every time on the plus sign? Ne?